Wow,
100% is friend zone. If you guys are sending YouTube videos back to each other, it's game over.
Can I finish the question?
What are you talking about? You fucking send like memes and shit to your girls all the time.
Oh my god!
That
That's
is
not a
so
joke.
different. No one sends
Logic.
YouTube videos.
Turn that shit up, got my diamonds dancing. Brought a bitch up, she another groupie banging. Got the whip up, phones, yeah, we living lavish. Hit the shisha.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the I May Regret This podcast. I'm your host, Concept, joined by Logic. How are you, Logic?
Damn it, I didn't get to change it even though I literally had the opportunity.
I thought you liked these names. I thought you were cool with being Concept and Logic.
I hate everything right now.
As always, or not as always, for the fourth time, maybe fifth, I don't fucking know. I for one have lost count, and for two don't get why we keep bringing him on. But Sid, welcome back, man. How you doing?
I need/want an intro song.
You need it. We don't even have an intro song for
I
us.
need/want an intro song.
So let me get this
Sing
straight.
for me, brother.
Will you give me one if I give you one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Daniel, drop me a beat.
Oh, fuck, I'm nervous.
Sid,
No,
drop
I
me a
can
beat.
do it, I can do it. No, yeah, I can do it, I can do it.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
Go ahead. Concept coming at you live. His name. Did you stop?
No, it's not picking up.
Sid, why don't you give me a beat, man? Logic is just constantly just being dumb.
Let's drop it.
Well, at least I put my heart out there. You know,
Shut
I
up
really
for a
tried,
second.
and that's what. Okay.
No, that doesn't matter. Go ahead, drop me a beat, Sid.
How are you into
What up,
this?
though? It's Concept. Can you let him do his beat and maybe not?
He stopped.
that I have to drop a beat for my own fucking intro song.
It's
It's
true.
bad.
Logic, if you could just stop interrupting us so we can get this over with.
I was
No,
making an
Logic
aside.
has Good points.
Okay, so Logic, why don't you give me a beat?
Boom boom ch, boom boom ch, boom boom ch, boom boom ch.
His name is Sid.
Boom,
He is
boom,
a squid.
boom,
He acts
boom,
like a kid.
boom,
I
boom,
hate my kid.
boom,
His name
boom,
is Sid.
Whoa,
He's
whoa,
not that
whoa!
cool.
Let's hey, man.
What? What? You wanted an intro song? I
Why
gave
do
you
you
one.
hate your kid? You need to
I
work
wonder-
that one out, man.
With how Discord's audio is, I really hope that everyone heard how great that was. And we are gonna take that snippet and play it at the top of every episode that you're on from now on.
I really appreciate that.
How are you feeling? How does it feel to be back? And are you happy to be back?
Do you want my honest answer or my podcast answer?
I'll actually take both. Start with the podcast answer because I feel like that's what.
Did
I'll
you say
like.
both?
He said both.
I said both.
No, there was an L for sure.
No,
There
there
was
wasn't.
no.
Okay.
And you can take this.
You're an L.
L.
You're an L.
Oh,
maybe.
that is.
Podcast audience, I'm glad to be back. I appreciate it. I actually found out 2 minutes before the podcast that I was invited, so here I
You don't
am.
have to- you don't have to
My
tell me
honest
that.
answer is I'm just not
It was an hour
on
and a half
enough
ago.
fucking podcasts. Like, really? Just
You're-
4 now?
Sorry.
Actually, I think it's only 3, but
Actually,
Oh, okay.
But-
Even better.
no, it has.
No, it's more.
It
It's
is
more.
4. It is
It's-
4.
it's
Yeah.
the
I
first
just
one?
wasn't there. I just wasn't there for the third one, so like it doesn't really.
so that's my point. No, it counts. You have co-hosted an episode, and that's still not enough.
I just want to be part of the crew, man.
Daniel, what do you say we kick him and just do a one-on-one? Since he's going to be this ungrateful.
His name is Penis Man. Like I don't really respect or anything of the sort right
The
now.
expectations were definitely low. But nonetheless, we're here and we're happy to be together. And Sid, all jokes aside, it is great to have you on yet again.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
But hijack the show like that again, and this will be the last.
Hey, that's
How's
fair,
that?
man. That's fair.
And we'll drop a diss track
Totally
for
fair.
you.
Totally.
Will we? Will we drop a diss track?
Yeah.
Who would drop?
One where you say something even worse than Sid, he is a squid. If you can imagine something worse than that.
That I don't want to hear that because I'd be hurt. I'd be real hurt.
Yeah.
You guys thought that my bars were bad?
No, they were like good.
No, I meant like hurtful.
Yeah.
On constant. Oh, okay, nice. Because I like that. Cash me outside, hubu da.
Enough, dude. Enough.
You're right. Well, you know what? Believe it or not, for the second consecutive episode, we actually maybe not consecutive, but for the second episode, we have listener submitted questions. I mean, I just can't even believe it. So we have listener submitted questions, and guys, we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it, okay?
Love this. Love
The first
everyone
one?
that sent those in, and I didn't. I'm excited to say I haven't read any of these. So
I don't even. Did
going
you
in
know
blind.
that I posted a story last night to try to get some?
I did. I saw your dog, and it filled me with rage that it was
Right.
just a fully grown Cleo, and I wasn't there to see her infancy, as it were, and
Still on this?
and that's something that I'm gonna live with. And time goes forward, as we discussed in the last episode. There's no regrets on
Right.
what I did. I can only learn from it.
Right.
And what I learned is that I despise you.
It's just hard for me to buy into the concept, by the way, that there are no
We get it.
regrets, but you bring it up every episode. You can understand how, for me, that's hard to follow. Okay, well, these are the moments where I'm happy we have OBS.
Error cannon? What?
Because Craig just bailed on us.
Okay.
But
I
nonetheless-
think it's probably because he heard the load of bullshit coming from you.
Oh, come on,
Actually.
dude. With that
Read the
shit.
question. No, read
Okay.
the question.
All right.
How is he back?
Now recording.
Now you're recording, Craig? Sorry, what is
incredible. This is why we fired him on the last episode,
I'm
by the
just
way.
saying, this is why you want me on the crew, because I've been recording the whole time with no issues.
You know what's really cool is, Daniel, I think it's cool if you listen to this actually. Sid got OBS set up in 10 seconds and didn't have any technical difficulties. Isn't that amazing?
Didn't have any technical difficulties. Is that
Yeah.
why we started? And then he said, "Okay, wait, let me actually start now." After
He
we were
did
15
that.
seconds in,
He did-
is that what
he did-
happened? Is
he
that what
did
happened?
He did that so he could help us time it better with Craig. He was being considerate.
Really?
I know it's hard for you to concept, by the way. I know it's hard for you to conceptualize the fact that people can do things like that and not struggle, but it happened.
Hey man, you guys are definitely going through it. I do suggest counseling.
Okay.
I am already going, dude. Actually,
You got him to start. Hey, you did this, all right? You did this. Okay, it's been 8 fucking minutes. Can
highly
we get-
illogical.
No, go ahead. Did you have a
Well,
comment or a joke you wanted to make?
No, well, that was the comment and the joke.
Are you
I said
done? No,
highly
are
illogical.
you done? Can I proceed with the episode? Can
Yeah.
you let me do my job?
Do
And
we like McDonald's poutine? Because I actually,
so I've never had it.
I have a soft spot for McDonald's poutine. It's
Have you-
kind of disgusting texture-wise, but some about it, it just fucking hits the spot. I don't know how to explain it to you.
Daniel, have you had it? Can you confirm?
I have the unpopular opinion that I don't like any poutine.
All right, Dan, you're
No.
done with this conversation, dude.
It's
yeah.
hard for me to kind of bind to the
That's
premise of what you
fair.
say from here. Have you had Heritage Fish and Chips poutine though?
It's not the best poutine, Kunal. I gotta say, it's good poutine.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't dispute that. I'm not Encore. I'm not gonna fight to the
I don't
death.
think I've had poutine since high school when they had it in like the cafeteria.
That was,
You know what?
That was bad poutine, Dan. Like that
Exactly.
was just not good. poutine.
Exactly.
I've had plenty. I've gotten around. I had my whole phase with poutine. That is, just at a very young
No
age,
way.
and I've matured from it. Okay,
Hold on. Have either of you tried the McRib
I've
or the
fucked a
filet?
poutine.
Huh?
Sorry.
What did
Oh,
you
filet
say?
fish. No, I don't think I have.
We
tried
gotta hear
filet
what you
fish.
said, dude.
Whoa! You said. How dare you, man? How dare you?
What? Have a fillet of fish? Sorry, I didn't try it.
No, prior to that,
Filet
you
of
said you.
fish. Stop opening up other cans of worms that are gonna infuriate us. Let's go with the.
I've
first
never
one.
had a worm. I've never had worms.
Dude, I'm about to co-host with Sid. I think. I think I'm done here.
Read the question, dude. Read the question.
Will you let me? Because every time I've tried, you've had
Yeah.
some sort of.
No, I didn't. Sid wanted to talk about poutine, and Sid's the fucking pervert that wants to. Anyways, sorry. Just read the
Pervert?
question, man.
For liking poutine?
Yeah,
Damn.
you clearly like it too much. Clearly, because what you said you did to it.
Oh, that's true.
What did I do
Breeze
to
past that.
poutine?
You said you did that thing with it that I don't want to
Hey,
repeat.
whoa, enough.
Look, like I said,
Enough.
the past is the past. Let's move on from it.
Okay.
Read
But
the
real
question,
quick,
dude.
I hate
Real
that I
quick.
was the subject of this.
The
awful-
subject.
He's misspoke, like kind of.
Real quick, filet fish. Where do we stand on that? We had it. We haven't had it.
Dude,
I
just
just need a yes or
ask
no.
the first question, because
I-
I'm not okay right now.
I just said a yes or no. That's it.
No, man.
Thank you, Daniel.
Never had it.
Thank you. First question. Not even gonna keep this one anonymous. It is from the one and only Encore B. How do I get my dog to stop biting?
Oh, you know what? That's an interesting question because I really wouldn't know because this particular dog I've never actually seen. So I'm just gonna butt out of this one.
I have a pretty
Personally.
easy answer.
Tread lightly here, fucker.
Don't
That's
have
my
a
goddamn-
dog.
My God,
Don't you have one?
you want to?
I don't have a dog. My family has a dog.
You have a cactus. Oh, look at me. So cool. I have a plant.
Hey, my
Hey,
plant's
sorry.
giving me oxygen, dude. What's a dog doing? It's eating
You
my
know-
money, eating my food. Dogs,
It eats your money.
dogs
What?
simp so hard for their owners. They're always
sorry,
just
no.
like, "Hey, man, give me attention. Look at me. I'm wagging my tail. Hey, wait, I need constant attention. Please help me. Help."
Yeah.
This is coming from a guy who like turns into an 8-year-old whenever he sees a dog.
Wow! Wow. You know what logic? That's the logic I know, and that's the logic I need every week.
I'm
You
just
understand
saying,
me?
it's different.
Thanks, man. I knew it had it in me.
It's different when it's not my dog. When it's somebody else's dog, the best part is they do all the work, the owners, and I'm just there for the
Right.
fun part.
No, you're not just
That's-
there for the fun. The first week I got my dog, you came over so you can get an Instagram story out of it, get some replies, and then you went back home.
It worked. I got replies, Kunal. What do you want me to say, man?
I want you to apologize for using my dog that you just told me to get rid of.
I used your dog for clout, and I'll never look back.
How dare you? Sorry, also, you said that your dog... I'm sort of think you're just a flawed person. You said your dog eats your money?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Why do you feed it money?
Why do you... Yeah, how is it even eating your money in the first place?
It's a
I'm
cashless
just
society.
balling like that.
Like, does it not... What'd you say?
I'm just balling like that, guys.
You're balling like that you let your
You're
dog eat
balling
your
like that?
money?
Hey, man. This is incriminating, this podcast. Let's move on.
Of course.
Next question. I forgot.
We gave him no
What is going
answer.
on with Craig?
We gave him
What is going
no
on with
answer.
Craig?
It's it's fine because from being someone who lives in the household where all this takes place, he does it to himself.
I heard simping was offensive to men. Like the word
Simping?
simping, yeah. I think that's fucking funny.
No.
Oh my God.
My God,
Uh,
Craig
is
is.
OBS picking this up? I hope I hope it
100%,
is so that
100%.
the audience can hopefully
So they can hear what we
Nope,
do.
they-
we can
they
all
are.
collectively hate Craig.
OBS picked it up. I just want to let
Perfect.
I have a question.
Oh, we'll move on. Actually, so the next
Okay.
question, I never asked if the person wanted to remain anonymous or not, but the question is, Daniel, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you know. I really was
Wow.
wondering how long you'd go before giving
I,
it back.
I was like, damn, he's headstrong with this.
I
I'm gonna let him
know,
do it.
like you seemed way too okay with it, and then I started.
I guess you
My
could
bad.
call me a simp.
Oh,
Oh!
Anyways, I was
Dang.
gonna say, is it okay to be offensive to a demographic you belong to?
how you can't? Ah, man, you can't be offensive to men. We're garbage. You can't do
That's not
that.
true.
We're like the most privileged person.
That's not-
Exactly.
I don't think any specific gender is garbage. I think we're all beautiful in our own way, but
Oh
have
my
flaws
God.
that ideally one day we can, as a society, work to correct. But that doesn't mean we should tear each other down. We should lift each other up and look forward to a positive future together.
So you've never clowned someone for being a simp?
Nope. And we're moving on. The next question. Now, I never asked if the person wanted to be anonymous or not, so I'm just gonna err on the side of caution
Caution?
and say that
No, sorry, I was just going. Yeah.
you thought it was okay to interrupt me to say "kosh."
No, I didn't think. Sorry, man. I didn't think I was.
I know you didn't think. I know you didn't think.
Stop fucking bullying Dan, dude.
I'm not bullying him.
I'm not standing for this.
You're sitting.
I am.
I see you. All right. It's actually a good question. So can you guys stop interrupting me? Is that okay with you? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Dan, never fucking say that again.
Thank you, Daniel. I actually call me sir again. Actually.
No.
Yes, master.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Okay. How do you continue to find opportunities to grow professionally or personally? I don't.
Next question.
This is why people.
Let's break this into steps.
Okay, do
What
we
do you guys
want to
wanna
do
start with?
serious answers?
Yeah, we have to switch it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
we're
real
gonna.
people after all.
we'll do
We're not
one
just
serious-
concept, logic, and fucking and penis, man.
We'll do a serious one here, and then we'll shift gears back to a stupid one after this.
I have a serious answer. May I start?
Go ahead.
Which one are you gonna go with first? Or are you gonna do both?
I was just gonna do a serious answer. I don't really have a funny one to that.
No, I think he meant
no.
in terms of professional or personal.
I
Right.
was gonna do both. Like it's an all-in-one answer.
Go ahead.
All right,
man.
do it, and we'll see what we can do with that.
I think the greatest thing you could do to grow is honestly have a sit down with yourself. And I know this sounds quote unquote easy or not, but few people in my life have shown me that they can do this. Honestly, sit with yourself and your insecurities and tackle them. That's where you're gonna find a lot of growth. Whether that be, your physique, working out, or a particular personality trait that you're looking to develop. I think it's important to really critically evaluate yourself and say, hey, this is someone I've always wanted to be. Am I taking the right steps to go in that direction? And a lot of the times, whatever growth you're looking for, I've always found it a little frustrating when people outwardly talk about their situation, in the sense that, it's good to ask for help and things like that. But the point I'm trying to make is, at the end of the day, let's say working out or, I don't know, having a better body is one of your goals. Constantly talking to people about it and asking for advice isn't really going to get you there. What I've found works for me is truly looking in the mirror and be like, okay, how bad do I want this? Is this something that I genuinely like want? And my first step is critiquing how bad I want it, and my second one is saying, okay, what am I actually bad at? What am I lacking in? And then addressing those things, right? I feel like a lot of growth comes from you evaluating yourself. That's the point I'm trying to make. And being honest with yourself, right? And being okay with being bad at things. That's completely fine. My mantra has always been, if you don't fall flat on your face, you're not going anywhere in life, because things don't get handed to people. I'm going to let you know that right now.
I kind of want to build off that, because I was thinking about this recently. Or not even recently, this is what I came to recently. I think it's really important just to know deep down, like, what are your values, what are your desires, and just thinking of that and being really true to it, because it'll matter less what's happening in the moment. Like, if you're not where you want to be with something, like, for, like, I can think of an example is I put on my Instagram story because I wanted to promote the food drive that we were doing. And I wasn't even necessarily nervous, to be honest, but I'm just not that comfortable talking in front of a camera, because I just don't have that much experience with it. And I recorded myself, and it took so many shots, and I hated every second of it. It was so uncomfortable. It felt so, like, unnatural and rehearsed and awkward, and it was just awful. But I just said, forget it. It doesn't really matter how uncomfortable it feels right now, because I just know, like, I want this done. So I'm just going to do it. It's kind of just have to embrace that you're shitty at things, embrace that things are uncomfortable, and just stay true to the fact that, deep down you have this value, or you have this, like, desire, or you have this whatever, and you just work towards that.
So
And I think, like, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, Dan, sorry. I was just, I
I was done anyways.
I wanted to say, like, I sound very, old school boomer, and I recognize that. The point I'm trying to make, and I think it's best told as a story with visuals, you're allowed to ask help, but you gotta understand that caterpillars struggle a lot before they turn into butterflies. And I'm telling any one person that you have to embrace the struggle.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're not actually improving. You have to just be bad at stuff, and that's okay.
I said this analogy. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but I think about it a lot, so I'd like to share it. Is I always think that you could think about going to the gym and doing weightlifting. Like when I first started weightlifting, I was like grade 11, I think. Went to Good Life at Square One, and I went in, and there was this dude curling, like bicep curling, 45 pounds on each arm, and I think I could only do 15 pounds at the time because I was just starting, or maybe it was like 12 and a half or whatever the fuck. So it was awful to feel that way because not only am I at a lower level, but it's also awkward. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what's supposed to feel right. And you just have to live with that because the only way you're going to get to that guy that's lifting 45 pounds is you have to be the guy lifting 15. You have to be the guy that lifts and then 17 and a half and then go to 20. You have to be that guy. So in any situation in life, gym or otherwise, you just have to accept the fact that shit, I can't lift 45 pounds right now. Fuck it. I'm just going to have to be embarrassed by the fact that I'm lifting 15. I mean, and really there's nothing to be embarrassed about, but you just have to be okay with the fact that you're at a certain level and you just have to build towards it in front of people that are better than you.
And, sorry, I don't want to not acknowledge the situation of privilege because I think it is important to bring up. When you're in a more privileged situation, you're able to achieve your goals better. I recognize that. But it doesn't hit as nice when all the cards are stacked against you and you really do what you can in your power. Like, to me, it's more... Voice crack, sorry. To me, it's more...
Don't you dare apologize for that, dude.
You're right. Normalize voice crack.
You fucking dare, dude.
Okay, it's... I don't want to glorify a struggle because I'm telling you, it's tough for some people. But this is why I can't stress this enough. You really have to ask yourself, how bad do I want it? Because when you want it bad enough, you get the help that you need. But also, you're willing to put in the extra work, even if the cards are stacked against you. We all start out with a hand of cards that are different. You know what I mean? And it's something I've been trying to do is literally work on my athleticism. I don't have it. I was never born with it. But I want it really bad. And I just put in whatever work it takes. And you just have to be ready to do that. If you're honestly saying that this is something I want to develop and grow into, my advice is always going to be, it's going to be tough, but you just have to be okay with it. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help, but you got to put your work in.
If I may.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to give you the opportunity. So bad.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't have much because I think you guys covered majority of really how I feel. The biggest thing for me, I never even invited him. He literally just joined to leave. Craig's a troll at this point. For me, I would like to imagine that over the past few years, mainly the past 2 years, I've changed quite a bit personally and I guess professionally speaking. The biggest thing for me is always self-reflection. And it's not like I designate like, okay, after 4 months I'll self-reflect. Sometimes I just, depending on what I want or where I want to be, I take it upon myself to create a change. And I've talked about how sometimes I get, I guess, competitive and to an extent over competitive sometimes. And so when I see something that someone's doing a particular way, and it can literally be so small, like it can be the way they delivered a joke. And I just want to be able to deliver a joke the same way that person did. And you know what I mean? Like, and I want that. It can be something small, it can be something big, but whenever I see something that I want or somewhere that I want to be, I just really go into a pretty deep self-reflection period of where I am right now. If there's a problem with where I am right now, because sometimes I feel like when someone wants to improve or grow, it can sometimes be associated with a negative connotation that where I am right now isn't good. And that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes where I'm at is fine. I just want to reach the next level. I want to elevate however I can. Mm-hmm. So I go into a bit of a self-reflection of saying, where am I at right now? Am I okay with that? And if I'm not, then definitely I need to stick to this. And even if I am okay with it, this is something that's I like challenging myself. And so giving myself a fun little challenge of trying to reach a certain level, like, for example, when I was applying for co-ops last school year, I didn't necessarily feel like I was where I had to be in terms of, I was always confident in my social skills and stuff like that, but I felt like in a professional environment, I wasn't terrible, but because I've only really worked in retail and whatever, I wasn't close to where I wanted to be. And I was a little excited, but also a little anxious to see how it would adapt to a situation like that. So every day I would go to work and try to be like the best version of myself that I could be. And then I would come home and I would literally just like fucking think about it on the drive home or like just before going to bed or whatever of what could I do better? So that alone just kind of shows how big self-reflection is for me. And then, yeah, just working towards where you want to be. But I think I talked about this in the last episode too. I can't stress enough how important it is to me to have a positive mindset all throughout that process. As much as it might be difficult at some points when that growth and development is difficult, remaining positive about just, I guess, being excited of this change that's coming, or, you know, staying positive. Okay, maybe I'm not where I want to be right now, but still just constantly having a positive outlook is what I need to drive myself. When I start to get negative, I run on fumes, and then I get nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Be positive about your L's.
Yes,
and that's hard to do.
That's literally exactly what we talked about in the last episode too. Like, that's the way that I've changed, in the way that let's even talk about school. Like, when I took school way too seriously when I first came to university, and I would harp on my L's and like get way too down on myself. And now situations like that, it's not like I'm happy to do poorly, but I find a way to spin shitty situations into a positive for me, because it fuels me. That more than anything fuels me to go out there and do the best that I can to whatever, correct the issue, prevent the issue from happening again. And I'm not going to talk about that too much, because I kind of spent like the entire last episode talking about that. But yeah, remaining positive in situations like that is key for me.
You guys know I'm toxic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I was kidding, by the way.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but
wow, in the sense where I get my motivation sometimes, right? Like, there are points in time where I literally crave L's, because I'm just like, yo, I actually just need to get fucking humbled, roasted, because I'm like, that's new material for me to work on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I sort of agree. Actually, it's funny because I have a new job now, and my new environment, I'm continuously impressed by like the people I'm with, and I'm getting a lot of positivity and support and encouragement. And I'm like, am I going to survive in here just because I'm like, it's just too good? I'm like, I need some like, yeah, like you said, kind of like toxicity to like bring out some sort of like competitive edge in me, which is if everyone's like, you know, a happy-go-loving family, I need. It's not, and we've talked about this before. It's unfortunate that sometimes more toxic things are better sources of inspiration as far as like deeply motivating you to do something.
Here's what I'll say. It's your priorities, right? So ask yourself that number one question. How bad do I want this? And be honest. Honestly, just like look at yourself and be like, do I really want this? Yeah. And when you decide and say, yes, this is what I want, put your fucking work in. And ask for help. That's okay. Ask for help.
Oh yeah, that's big. That's a big one.
I hope that answers that. And that applies to your professional work environment too. Put your hand up, take your L's, be happy about them. Right? Yeah. There've been countless times where I've had conversations with my bosses and they're like, dude, I hate that you do this. Work on that. And I work on that. Right? And that I've developed really strong bonds with my coworker, not my coworkers, because I only care about my boss. No, I'm just playing. But seriously, you know, like, when you're asking for criticism, like, honestly ask it with your full chest. And when you do get criticism, don't be like, whoa, what? You know what I mean? Like, you ask for it, and someone's genuinely giving you criticism.
Don't be like, what?
Defensive. Yeah.
Don't be like, what again? What should you not do?
Yeah, so, anyways, I'm just saying, growth is a lot of work, right? It's not enough to say I want to grow. You have to be prepared to get your ass handed to you. But I'm telling you, man, it's fucking worth it. Every single time I've chosen to get my ass handed to me, chosen to get my ass handed to me. Every single time I've chosen to fall flat on my face.
I'm gonna hand your ass to you for that.
Thank you, bro. I'll never say the word choosing again, starting today. But I'm just saying, like, when you commit to something that you really want, do not be afraid to fail. And welcome the failing, as cliche as that sounds. It's always worked for me personally, and I think it will for you too, question asker.
I think
question master.
I think we
Sorry?
I think we tackled that one pretty well. Next question. Is asking a girl out in Morse code a good idea?
Number 1, never ask your girl out. Question answered.
Here's the story.
Morse code.
I need
Is that it? Is that the full question?
No, there's more to it. I'm just saying if I actually need a name or not. Okay, I definitely need a name. No, I don't need a name. All right, here we go. There's
His
this
name
girl.
is Morse code.
Yeah, Dan, you gotta quit it, bro.
Just so you get like why I quote unquote bully him, right?
Don't bully my friend.
I'm not bullying him. He does have to quit it.
I'm gonna use this to motivate me.
You hear that, question asker?
Here we go.
Question master.
There's
Yo, pick up your phone, man.
My bad, bro.
I heard
My
it in the
bad.
background.
I'm bad, bro. There is this girl who I've been talking to for a month and a half now, and I want to ask her out. She and I talk regularly, and we send each other interesting YouTube videos that we watch every now and then.
He's friend zoned. Off it. You're done. Off it.
Wait.
Pull out.
Is this a guy that actually sent us a person that sent us a question?
Yeah, he didn't send it over Instagram, though, because he, 100% wants to remain anonymous.
Wow.
100% is friend zone. If you guys are sending YouTube videos back to each other, it's game over.
Can I finish the question?
What are you talking about? You fucking send memes and shit to your girls all the time.
Oh my god!
That is
not a
so
joke.
different. No one sends YouTube videos.
Logic has clapped back, ladies and
That is
gentlemen.
not a clapback. Everyone sends memes to their significant
Memes
other.
are different,
their
man. And my
crushes.
memes are targeted, just so you know. My memes are very
Ooh,
targeted.
It's
cool
true.
guy.
It's true.
Cool
It's true.
guy.
He always sends me targeted memes, like if your name's Canal, you're a fucking loser and shit like that. Anyways, can I finish the question, Logic and Penis Man?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, let the record show I called him that because he made his name that. I called him Penis Man because he. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't do any of that.
Oh god. Not again.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
You got
yeah,
cotton
poison.
swab? Let me go test them real quick.
No, I choked on some beer.
He died.
What, man?
We might need to swab your nasal cavity.
Okay, got it. Thanks, man. Okay, I'm gonna start from the top. There's this girl who I've been wanting to talk for. There's this girl who I've been wanting to talk to for a month and a half now, and I want to ask her out. She and I talk regularly, and we send each other interesting YouTube videos, which we watch every now and then. 2 weeks ago, I sent her a 2 weeks ago, I sent her a tutorial for Morse code, and now I'm too nervous to ask her with actual letters, and I'm quite sure she'll decode it if I send it to her. I'm thinking this is a good idea because if she wants to go out with me, she'll respond. And if she doesn't, she'll tell me that, oh, I don't know what this is, or oh, I don't even know Morse code. And I just prefer those answers over a plain no. What do you guys think I should do?
Can I go first? I'm very passionate about this.
Go ahead, man.
And it's
You gonna
be
send
short.
her a meme?
It's gonna be short and sweet.
Yeah.
You have to make it hectic. You have to ask in plain English, hey girl, do you want to go out /fuck?
No,
If it's
but
a
you don't understand. You don't understand. He'd rather be rejected over Morse code than hear no, brother. What do you not get?
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying hear no, rip the Band-Aid, go hang out with question asker number 1, get better, and then the girl's gonna want you after.
Oh, wow, that was good. I might really replace logic with you, man. I'm seriously considering it.
It is never a good idea to beat around the bush. Shoot your damn shot, and if you miss, go back to the gym and go practice some more.
Well, what's insane to me is that he is considering asking her with Morse code based on A, a video that he sent her for fun, B, a video that he cannot verify if she has seen, therefore C, she might not even understand what the fuck he's asking, and he would rather leave it open-ended and have her go, oh, what did you just say, instead of hearing no. And I'm sorry, with all due respect, that is possibly one of the worst strategies I've ever heard to try and ask someone out.
It's cute if you guys are dating and you're going to ask her to marry you in Morse code. Like, that's a little different, I think, because you can kind of gauge if she's into you or not. Sure,
but I would say it's even cute if you both are close friends and you talk using Morse code sometimes. No, that's still okay, because at least she'll know how to respond. But right now, there's a chance she hasn't even seen the video and won't even know what the fuck you're asking. Like, all she knows is you're just going to do random clicking noises, and that's it.
It's just him doing Morse code with his mouth.
So you know what I mean? Like, this is insane. Logic? Come on, say something, buddy.
Here's what I think.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry. Go ahead, man.
I'm thinking of who this person is. Like, not. I don't mean like who they actually are in like respect to like who, like what's their name, like whatever.
All right.
I just mean like what is this person's like personality like?
Right. Yeah.
And my thoughts are, if that's what's gonna get you to ask her out, then do it. Because I wonder if Mr. fucking Macho Man over here, Mr. Confident looking penis man. Hey, I send girls targeted memes, guys, right? If he is like, yo, you gotta make it hectic and be bold and stuff. If this guy is just not bold, like, that's not the... I'm not saying that's not the right... I do think you should just ask her.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm just saying, like, if this dude is not, like, bold in general, that's gonna be, like... It's gonna feel out of character for him. And
I agree.
You know what? And
I do agree with that.
This is a good lesson in diversity of thought. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that answer, Dan, and I think you're right. But, question asker, if you're asking me, don't be a fucking dweeb, man. Just ask.
Right.
I 40% agree and 60% disagree, Daniel. I do agree that if this person, if that's just not in their personality, that they should not try to be hectic, because A, they won't know what they're doing, and it might actually end up worse than asking over Morse code, even if she fucking does or doesn't know it. And B, ideally, you want to ask someone out, you do it the way you're comfortable. Now that being
I
said,
think that's sort of the thing. I don't think he should, like, if he's asking me what's the best thing to do, I'm not going to tell you the best thing to do is ask her in Morse code. But
yes,
if you ask her in Morse code, cool.
No,
like, you can do stuff.
MJ made 3-pointers because he was comfortable shooting from?
This guy's not MJ, bro.
No,
this guy's not MJ.
He fucking made 3-pointers with Morse code, brother. We know this. You've seen The Last Dance.
You saw it.
No, but
and you know what? If you were giving advice to everyone, trying to make them MJ, MJ didn't win with a team full of MJs. MJ won with a team that was fucking diverse, dude.
No, they weren't that.
Oh, you're right, Dan. You're absolutely.
When you really compare it to the help LeBron has had over his career, I mean, I'm serious. Can we talk about this shit? But
have you seen those replies on every fucking sports post on Twitter? LaFraud, this and this and this.
The fucking copy pastas of fucking LeBron James' path to a Mickey Mouse ring. Look, we've heard it all, okay? But this isn't a sports debate, okay? And I won't get too caught up in that. But I will say this: although I did just say ask the way you're most comfortable, there's a fucking difference in this scenario because she might not even know what you're asking. I feel like it's insane for us to say go ahead with the Morse code thing, and with him saying I am okay with her not knowing what I'm saying, as opposed to her saying no.
Here's what I'm thinking is like she's gonna be like what is that? And he's like,
Right.
oh, I sent you. It's a coded message. Did you like watch the last video? And then like she's like, oh no. And then he's like, okay, watch it. And then it's pretty awkward.
Yeah, that sucks. That's my point.
But like, it's whatever. Got to the
It's
finish
not.
line.
It's not
what?
whatever. At the
Still
very,
understand.
At the very least, I think you need to have some sort of dialogue to at least gauge if she's seen the video or not. And if the answer is yes, then fuck it, go for it. I'm on board. But if the answer is no, please don't do this. I mean, just I know you're scared of hearing no, but I promise it's not the worst thing in the world. It's definitely not worse than her saying, sorry, I don't know what you just tapped in my ear. I don't know.
Yeah, let's desensitize him. No. No.
No.
No.
No.
Hell no. Daniel, ask me if you're funny.
Dude, this guy needs to go
No.
to dudes that are down bad on Twitter. That account has
Man.
been killing me as of late.
That account's been great. However, they just released merch.
What?
Yeah, and like the fucking
Sorry, are
site.
you gonna promote someone else's merch
I'm
on?
No,
Sorry,
I'm saying don't buy it. This is ridiculous.
Hey, you guys need merch. I'd totally buy a coffee mug.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Daniel, what do you say? Concept and logic on a coffee mug? We can put-
$50.
Oh, dude, no
Dude,
way.
man, what the
What are
fuck?
these?
What? You said you would. You said you would, dude. You can't take it back
Hey,
now.
hey,
$9.
He's sold.
All right, deal.
48.
Daniel, why? Why? Whoa!
I was
Because I don't need a fucking dollar. I'm rich. 48.
this guy
48.
definitely. Daniel's the type of guy that wouldn't use Morse code. He would just ask straight up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
And then I would rob her. What? What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
What the fuck?
Dude. You guys were mad at me the other day for liking a tweet, and the tweet that I liked was, "Dudes don't go to therapy; they just start a podcast."
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to another episode.
When was I angry
I
about
was
that?
gonna
That
ask,
is just
are
true.
we good? Oh no, this is another group chat, Dan. You weren't part of it.
Yeah, I was never angry about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I probably just wasn't like yeah. Anyways, well, I mean, to follow up to that though, like I have a podcast and I do go to therapy. So
Yeah,
like,
so how about that? So how about we stop tweets like that? Because look at
usually when I'm like getting counseling, I talk about how like my friends, I feel like isolated even though I have friends because like they don't involve me in like the things that they do. And
Are you serious? Are you talking about the group chat just now?
no, it's just I'm just saying it's
Did
like
your
what
therapist tell you to ask your friends in Morse code if they could include you in group chats?
I don't subscribe to that. Now who? That's not me. That's a penis man quote. Now listen, we're 42 minutes in.
Yo, that was a real guy that sent that question, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, good luck to you, man. Honestly, yeah. If you send that either way, let it like follow up and
Good
let us
fucking
know
follow-up.
not only what you did, but if it worked or not, and you know your thoughts.
And let us know. Yeah, let us know
Good
what
luck to
you
you.
thought about each of our pieces of advice, and then yes, please follow up on how that went. And that's pretty cool. That was a question sent to us. Now
Yeah,
We
we have
appreciate you.
we have some time left. We can do one more.
Go ahead,
let's
brother.
get it done. Brother.
It could be seen as
He's sheep for that.
I don't want to be here, boys.
I don't blame him. Okay, last question. What would you do if your best friend's girlfriend said that she liked you or was into you, or didn't explicitly say it but is showing signs of this? Thanks.
Ooh. Well,
Someone
I
play
feel like
the
those are
cheater
diff-
music real quick.
Which music?
Hmm?
Which music?
The cheater music?
What's the cheater music? I don't know.
Alright,
it.
actually, this one's pretty nuanced. There's no easy
it's pretty.
answer.
I feel like you got to separate those two, though.
So
They're very different. If someone's showing signs of it, it's like, bro, I know this girl likes me. It's like, okay, that's a lot different than someone
the girl
actually.
straight up saying, like, hey, I want you.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's focus
straight up
on-
saying it. That's crazy.
let's
That's like,
focus on the
whoa,
first- Let's focus
wow.
on the first part of someone straight up saying it. First of all, has anyone here been in this situation?
No. I've
No.
been dumped,
Okay. I've been in this
but
situation,
this
so I'm
is
gonna
usually, it never gets to this point. I usually get
What
dumped
does that have
well
to
before
do?
this is a thing.
I'm gonna save my input for last. I've been involved in a situation like this.
Oh, we
Wow.
know, Kanal. We know.
I'm gonna speak. Hey.
And we know exactly the guy you are in this situation.
Hey, hold on now, okay? I'll go last, and I want to hear your guys.
Okay. I want to break it down this way because I've never had it where like someone straight up told me like that's like whoa, this is wild.
Right.
But there's two situations. One is where you don't like her and you're like, oh, this is fucking weird. There's a second scenario. So first scenario part 2 is you do like her, and then it's like, or you like the other person. You know, it could be guy to a girl.
Right.
And then what do you do?
Right.
Because those are also different.
So what do you do? What do you do in a situation like that? That's the question.
I wonder.
Because in the situation where you don't like her, that's an easy one. But what if you do?
Well, what's the easy one?
There's an easy answer.
If you don't like her, the easy answer is that you would just not engage and tell your friend. I mean,
Oh, you do tell your friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Go tell your friends.
Yeah, you have
about
to.
it. Sorry.
in the situation
Yeah,
where
you have to.
where you do like her, does your answer change or does it say the same? You have to tell the friend, in my opinion.
Yeah, regardless, you have to tell the friend.
I think
I don't know. It's actually hard for me to relate because
We're
as
just
soon
not
as
hot
my
like
friend-
that. The three of us are just not hot like that.
It's true.
We don't get
And one of us is named Logic, so believe me.
Sorry, Dan, we interrupted you. Go ahead.
no, it's like fine, whatever.
Come The floor is yours.
What I was gonna say is that like it's. I don't know if you guys get to. I'm not even saying this to be like, oh, I'm so cool. Like I don't even care.
Oh,
but
here we go.
actually,
Douchebag Dan. Here we go.
basically, I just have like, oh god, my biceps are fucking huge. No. What I was gonna say. Basically, what I was gonna say was when a friend of mine has a significant other, it really just makes her not on it. It makes her not attracted to me anymore.
Oh,
if
so
that
you don't
makes sense.
value her as a human being. I get it. No, I
You
get it.
piece of shit. I mean,
Oh my
what,
god.
are women just like objects to you? What the fuck is wrong
She's
with you,
owned
man?
now by your friend? Is that what it is?
She's my friend's girlfriend, so guess what? She has no value to me now. I mean, what the fuck is that?
Who is this? Is your fucking co-host? Eh?
Not anymore. Guess what you are? Logic, we're like fucking, you're canned.
All right, now ask me my response.
What's your response?
I don't respect anybody like that. You're all scum.
I don't have a podcast anymore. And it's this sequence of events that caused it.
Sorry,
Oh
Dan.
my god.
We jumped the gun there.
Wow.
Well, Sid jumped the gun. I just kind of joined along. My favorite thing is when we do that to him and his Discord circle just never lights up. He just fucking sits there the whole time and allows it to play. I gotta
I took off my glasses and my head was down, just my hands over my eyes, just thinking
Would
about
you say
my
you were a
choice.
dude that was down bad?
Oh! We
I
can
don't
put
get
him on that Twitter account, and like people would feel bad for him because he's down bad.
Canal, man. Get help.
Oh man!
I could tell you about my therapist. Okay, so I guess. So what would you guys do if you liked her then?
Well, okay, I should clarify. I've never been in a situation where it's my friend's girlfriend. I've never been in a
Oh,
situation where...
Yazid. Tell us the name right now.
No. So
You Yazid, bro. Who?
No. So let me clarify. In the situation where I have explicitly been told it wasn't my friend's girlfriend. It was just I was friends with the girlfriend, but I didn't actually know the guy. So I should clarify that, because if it's my friend's girlfriend,
Interesting.
If it's my friend's girlfriend, whether I would be into her or not, it's just that's a line that does not get crossed. I can't, as much as we railed you, jokingly, of course, for saying this.
Yo,
That's
Canal,
just
check your
something
text right now.
That's just something that can't even, I didn't get anything.
Let me know when you do.
That's just something that, give me 1 second, guys.
Fuck this. I'm just gonna say what I think while you guys do your little texting game. I think if you don't know the friend, you just know the person that likes you.
Yeah, the other person in the relationship.
If you like her, then you got to say something along the lines of like, you got to completely break it off with such and such before anything happens.
Now remember,
in the other scenario where you don't like this other person, then you just say, like,
but
I don't feel that way about you, and then you just leave it alone, because I don't think it's in your place to be like, oh, and I'm also telling this other guy now, because you don't know.
It's not that easy though, Dan, because the particular question said the boy is your friend too, so it's not like you can just tell the girl. Like, I need a better answer than that.
For me, I'm fucking telling her straight. Like, legitimately straight up. I'm telling her no, first of all, for all these obvious reasons, and second of all, I'm telling her to her face, this is getting back to your boy. Like, there's not a world where I don't tell him, and there's not even a world where I need to hide from you that I'm going to tell him. I promise you.
But if you like her, then what do you do? Either way, you have to tell the other.
For me personally, if I like someone, it's not just because there's like a physical attraction. I truly like them for their personality, the type of person they are, what they stand for. So she tries to fuck over my friend in a situation like that. I do not like her anymore.
Okay, so
no, because think about this think about this situation.
Yeah,
there's 3 people: you, a girl, and your friend. Yeah, all 3 of you are super close. You guys,
correct?
You know, grew up together for, like, I don't know, or like you guys knew each other for years. You spent a lot of time together. Blah blah. You got really close. They ended up, like, getting more than friends, but it's still like kind of like a trio,
right?
And then some time passes. Maybe this other guy, like, had to move away for like a month or whatever. So, like, you guys are still in contact, but like, whatever. And it's like you and this girl hanging out, and then you guys are getting really close. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wow, she hasn't done anything yet, but she's like, Kunal, like, I really like you. Like, I think I'm having feelings for you.
Correct.
Then what?
So again, the fact that
you're like, I would never like someone like you for doing this, and I'm telling your boy, and we're done.
So the scenario that you raised is valid, and that is why in a situation like that, despite the fact that she might be dating this other friend of mine, yes, perhaps in a situation like that, maybe I do actually truly like this person. And if in a removed environment, this reality never existed where she's dating someone else, maybe this is someone I would date because of the circumstances. That is why the situation of me having feelings in that scenario is valid. But and even in your scenario, the second she tries to fuck over my closest friend or one of my closest friends or even a friend of mine, someone I genuinely consider a friend, that's gone. That is instantly gone. Because of the fact that, sure, I mean, I like her because I've known her all this time and I have all these opinions of her, but that's the exact same reason that I love my friend. That's the exact same reason that I'm committed to my friend. I have a good friend of mine. There's no benefit out of a situation like that for me. I wouldn't be able to do it, for one, and for two, it would just completely soil my image of this person. I wouldn't not be able to tell my friend and not lose respect in a situation like that, because it's like, wow, like, we're all friends. You know this, like, you know how much this guy means to me, and vice versa, and you're still trying this. Like, what does that say about your character?
Right. It's a lose-lose situation.
Right.
You
with a
lose
friend,
your friend,
yeah, exactly.
Or you just lose somebody that you're interested in. But I like going deep into the complexity. Not to sound pretentious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and create the scenario. Right. You're tight as fuck with this dude, and now you're tight as fuck with this girl as well.
Yeah.
And you both develop feelings for each other. So my immediate question is going to be, okay, who's in my future for longer? The girl or the guy? So I'm immediately evaluating my friendship with the dude now, right? Okay. But in the back of my head, I can't help but have this nagging feeling that says, this is a very big red flag with this girl, because who's to say that she's not going to do the same thing,
right? Exactly.
with my next best friend, right? And then move on that way. Yeah. Life's all about tough decisions, and the tough decision that I would make is completely removed from the situation. I'd actually stop being friends with even the guy and the girl, because I'm like, y'all messy as fuck. I'm out.
No. Well, why the friend though? The friend is literally the victim of this. He knows nothing about.
Well, you know what? My thought process there is, listen, you're the friend. You're gonna have to realize on your own time you're not dating somebody that's committed to you, and I don't want to be here for it. So see you later.
That's why I would tell the friend, because he's not doing anything wrong.
What do you mean you don't want to be there for it?
Yeah, no, that's yeah. I mean, my friend is not doing anything wrong. Something's going on behind his back, and I want him to know because you're correct in the aspect of I don't want him to be a part of it, and I don't want to be a part of it. Agreed. That's why I go to him and say, yo, like, this happened, and please get out of this. Now, if he says I don't believe you, I'm staying with her, or no, whatever, it's not the big deal, I'm staying with, then yes, I agree. I'm cutting both of them off.
I guess in my situation, like the one I came up with just now, I am close with the guy, so I would tell him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But in most situations where I've even remotely been part of this, I just completely distance myself from both people, and I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, this is like not some shit I want to deal with.
Yeah, fuck
but
that shit.
I guess what I'm thinking of, this is just the way my mind works. I'm just thinking this is the scenario where you like her so much, it's like, I don't even care. It's not that you don't care. You're like, it's so messy, but like, I can't help it. Like, I need to stay in the situation.
Then you tell your friend. Then
exactly.
You tell your friend
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Hey, I like your girl, she likes me.
Right.
Now you have to understand what your friend, like, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Let's say this is the situation for you, question asker, where you are tight.
Yeah.
You're tight with this dude, but you are like super into this girl and she's super into you. You have to know that if you pick the girl route, which is fine, you're breaking your best friend's heart. He's going to feel betrayed. There's no other way about it.
Correct.
Like, you just have to know that that is going to happen.
I would even
he's gonna feel betrayed regardless from the girl's side.
Right.
Exactly. But you're also gonna be betraying it from like the friendship side. Like he's gonna lose essentially 2 relationships at once.
Right.
And
That's
just
exactly
feel like fuck everyone.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So you need to understand that if you're in a situation like this and you truly feel like I like this girl so much that I'm not going to fuck over my friend, but I definitely need to talk to him about it. Understand the fact that you run the risk of losing your friend or losing both, and losing both of these relationships moving forward with that conversation.
You want my honest opinion, question asker? If you choose to go with the girl, you're garbage to me, and so is the girl. There are 8 billion people on the planet. Find somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sorry, Daniel, do you have thoughts?
Because you know who I'm mentoring in this situation? Is the dude that's down bad right now from his best friend and his girl. And you know what I'm telling him in his ear? Bro, they slept on you. It's light. Come here.
Exactly.
Let me show you how to be toxic and be great.
And now let me kiss you.
Whoa, easy now.
I guess I'm thinking this because I just know it's just like when you're in that situation, the toxicity is like, or not the toxicity, what am I trying to say? The like rational, like noble thing to do is just like almost not even a possibility because the feelings are like so deep, and then it happens. Like I know long-term couples, like marriage couples that have come from a place of like they liked each other while one was in the relationship and then they broke it off. And like now they're married or whatever.
So they're
like it happens all the time. What?
So they're cheaters.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know that much about the business.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I ain't marrying anybody that's mentally weak. I need you to like me for me, because I'm gonna have bad days, and there are gonna be times where you don't like me. But if you want to marry me, understand that I'm working all the time to get better, and I trust that you're doing the same. So if it's convenient for you to go date my best friend, you can go fuck yourself, and so can my best friend. That's how I feel about that.
Well, what? Okay, think about it this way. You're this growth mindset man, always getting better, always doing whatever, and you always felt like this girl who was a friend of yours was always on the same page, and her significant other like kind of wasn't. And you, on your side, you kind of feel like, you know, the relationship isn't that serious. You know, you don't see it going anywhere because like you think so highly of this girl and like she has so much potential and this and that. And this guy's kind of like a waste man, but like, you know, he's still your friend, whatever. Right. But like, you know, you think really highly of this girl. And then what do you do then? Because it's not like
I can confidently say that there will be a moment where I'm like, oh man, she's perfect for me. And then realize that just based on math, there are a lot more people like her on the planet that I will find.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There it is. I think we reached the bottom level answer. I have no further questions.
And we're just about to hit the 1 hour mark, so we made great time. How do you guys feel about
Beautiful.
that? I feel like we answered a serious one, we answered a funny one, we answered a semi-serious one. I gotta say, I'm proud of what
I'm
we
just
produced.
fucking angry now.
Oh, well, what now, man? What now, huh?
I still don't have a good intro song.
Oh, come on, dude.
What
No
about a
way.
good outro song?
Oh. Don't
All
do
right,
it
I'm gonna-
myself.
I'm gonna do the outro. No, hold on. Let me do my typical outro, and then we're not gonna end with a Z. We're gonna end with Daniel giving me a beat and me dropping an outro song for. Actually, you never gave me an intro song, so Daniel's gonna drop a beat, and Sid's gonna drop Daniel and I an outro song, which, if it's good enough, we will use forever. So no pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the I May Regret This podcast. Answering listening questions was a fun experience, and it's the second time we've done it now, and it feels awesome knowing that we're answering questions with people that we might actually know or have an impact with, and someone we might be able to get a follow-up from. So once again, Instagram, Gmail, if you have my number, you can text me. If you have Daniel's, you can text him. If you have Sid's, fuck it, text them too. Give us your questions, advice, whatever you want. dan.and.canal@gmail.com or imrt.podcast on Instagram. With no other things on my mind that are left to say, Sid and Daniel, take it away.
Hey guys, if you want me to be a permanent host, start a petition, because these guys
my
just won't let me
God.
on, man.
Oh my, you've co-hosted an episode,
Dude.
man.
Just do the outro.
Yeah, just
I
Daniel.
hope you
ready?
guys had a good time. Thanks, Daniel and Kunal, for having me on.
Wow.
Hopefully one day I get a request again, some blue moon, to get back on.
Unreal.
I do appreciate you guys having me on. I had a lot of fun today.
Thanks for coming on again, man.
Thanks,
on
dude.
such short notice, too. You know what? Actually, I'm going to drop you a fat beat. Here it
Oh,
comes.
okay.
And that's it, folks. Thanks for coming on tonight. I love music, Kunal. I'm starting to hate it. Somebody say something.
You broke, you loser.
Thank you for listening, everyone.